So I'm going to introduce, I want to say Jamaica to a sister here, who was introduced to me by my wife, Jackie, otherwise known as Amber. I'm a fall in love with the daughter that me did not forget the whole album. She's out of South Africa, she sing from. And I want you to listen to this tune, yeah. Yes, listen to this tune, yeah. Yes, may I tell you. What a song, man. I should have more to, you know, I have to play more. Can't play one hour. From me go get introduced to her now, me get stuck, me hook. I have to tell you the truth, me hook. What a voice, what some lyrics. Cutting edge if you forget. A Wednesday night, you know, yeah, you never remember say a Wednesday night. A Wednesday night, man. There till 2 o'clock. So you see one thing I go on earth, especially the war we are going in the Middle East, Iran and the USA and Israel. But I tell you, say, when you look on the country, them, you know, they mash up, you know. All Dubai feel it, you know. That place where we have the whole heap of exquisite buildings. I think it have one of the tallest buildings in the world, if not the tallest. Some of them places get leaked, you know. Yeah, man. War is not a good thing at all, but I don't know how man just keep doing it so and so. There's no winners in war, man. Because after all of this now, they have to go build again, you know. They have to go build again. And them places where them people they build. I know some house like down a Treasure Beach there, in St. Elizabeth. I'm building them build. So when a man drop a bomb in your place and blow it up, how long it will take you to build that, rebuild that? And all the people them were dead and I get injured. And now we hear the man say, I go after Cuba next. The Cuban, them say, watch out. You think so we will stand up here so I make it just come, so? No, I don't know if Cuba can beat America. Because we see them chase out the American them out of Cuba years ago, but now it's a different time. But the resilience of the people them, that them can leave for them country and go fight for other people in other country. One cannot forget those Mozambique and Angola war that take place, where them actually go down there. And one cannot forget that meanwhile America was sending arms and during the COVID and the Ebola in Guinea. These people were sending doctors. And them is very good because they make them own COVID vaccine. Yes. I don't know what little island where make COVID vaccine for themselves. That people decide them not take the American one. They might go fly, go down to Cuba, go get the COVID vaccine. So, you know, so them did have a setup with Jamaica where them did do doctor work, especially the eye optical thing. Will the people swear to it and say, yeah, good people them. Now America come twist up the people them head, the government head, and say, look here, hey, a slave run up for people them, you know, because first of all, the government take with them passport. The reason for that is that them know say some of them will have to go somewhere else. And they're not supposed to do that. But years them do it, maybe 4 or 5 centuries. Sorry. I mean, I say 4 or 5 centuries, that's what I say. About 50 years, they do it in a Jamaica, yeah. And it go on good. There was no problem until no America coming out now and I say, no, we have to do with that. Like say them for them country. But as we say, we also going to happen because this guy Donald Trump a threaten, say, he may go attack Cuba. And the Cuba government a say, all right, well, if you attack, we now just lay down lead, so we now do that. So we're going to see what's going to happen. But things are get kind of wicky-wacky outside. So there with you, you know, as the Easter come round again, we have to remember the Carroll Gardens incident, that the government at the hands of the Bustamante, you know, one of the what them call it, heroes, national hero, try to wipe out the Rastafari community out of Jamaica because them couldn't understand where them people stand for, where them for. Very unusual looking people and a smoke ganja where them said it's illegal. Illegal. So now, this time of the year, we always remember April when them send the army and the police to wipe out the Rastafari community. And that are from way down in the 60s. One of the first move they make after Rasta was in the 50s. Yeah, they make after Rasta in the 50s. And then them come back in the 60s. And now we say the integration of Rastafari culture into the Jamaican experience, that it now all become a fashion thing, become a in thing. Tourists want to go in at the hill them with the rest of them there, want to go experience the culture, the Rastafari, brethren and sistren. Meanwhile, the government still hold on for Rasta for Ganja, even though them a claim say them ease it up. But you have policeman still ease you up, him not care. Him say it's illegal. But guess what? They are still not allowing them to damp with mind and with soul. You have some who gone, not through death, but through frustration and through can't bother. You have whole heap of ones who will stand up in this theater, but through the pressure of the system, them turn back. Them turn back. You have a chant where I say, bright soul will make you turn back. When you reach a river Jordan, you turn back. When you have a whole heap of ones, turn back. Yeah. In the past 50 odd years, when we have tried this, the amount of ones were turn back. Unbelievable. And yet still you have ones who stand up in it said we and a fight the good fight and don't bow. Ones get confused because they hear so much different philosophy of Rasta and so much ideas that him don't know which one to turn to. Which this is where the mistake come in, where you look for an idea to turn to. One's one say them at this, one say them at that, one say them at the next, this and that. And them can't find them space in the whole thing. So them get confused and then say, boy, Rasta too confusing. Which of them are confused and the Rasta are confused. Because Rasta don't stand up there so. Rasta not going nowhere. The philosophy there is still. But man who understands a man. And man come up with different ideas and different thinking. depending on which side him coming to or coming from. Because some people come in from one way and they'll be a whole heap of door, you know. A whole heap of door. Yes, it's not all of the door them lead to the dining table where you can sit at the table and eat. People have got through different door and them experience a different way and different thinking. And them start to look out against the one over there so who not think like him and not experience the same way my experience. So him fall trap and decide say I'll turn back, shave off him hair and assimilate again back into the society. And I want to say the ones them like that is the wickedest one they was actually so fight against Rasta. Yeah, man. Them fight against Rasta harder than men and people, which they have become. But this thing is not going to left way. It not going to left. It not going one day, no Rasta not go there Jamaica. Or one day, no Rasta not go there boat. It not going to leave. It will get wild and bigger. And even though it look like it will dwindle, it will look so. It looks so. It will look so look. They have to hold it straight and narrow, straight. We not itch. We not itch. And we are come from the fat scrapings. And that's how we are come from the pot scrapings. And I carry the bottom look like it can't eat, but sometimes that's why the nice part of the food. The bun of rice, nice part. And we're not going to stop. I would advise the ones them who start, don't stop. Because better days are coming. We're not going like no religious faith. But we know some better days coming because there was a time when we couldn't dare so I sit down and talk to you about Rastafari and radio. Them was a night. There's a things where we are doing now where we couldn't do it. Years ago we couldn't do it. We wasn't allowed to do it. When men and people start to cuss you, you feel like say is some dregs of the society. But now we say, without guns or bombs, Rastafari seep into the consciousness and the conscience of the people, them, young and old. Rastafari there, so entwined in the Jamaican society, in the fabric of the society, in the conscience and the consciousness of society, that all people who did fight against it first time recognize it's something of value and they have to appreciate it for what it is. So we who say Rastafari must feel like say, why it not get nowhere. You think that's how it go when you just start side. You start when they're at the top or the middle. You have ones where left your so and never ever see what you say. As it retains to Rastafari. Rastafari, there's some place now where it's unbelievable. You have somebody who take up for Rasta more than no Rasta take up for certain Rasta. Yes. But they are in the fabric, knitted, meshed up into the fabric of the Jamaican society. And you can't turn nowhere in a Jamaica and not see a Rasta. There was a time you would never see a Rasta walk on road. You have to take bush feet. Yeah, because you walk on road, people grab you and want to cut off your locks. And want beat you. Say, what are the dirty Rasta them there? Black heart man, take what the pain them and carry them, go sacrifice them. Wicked, terrible thing to say. Now we look on Easter come. And the only thing we know about Easter right now is that it was this time Haile Selassie come to Jamaica in April. Come to Jamaica and wipe out all of the madness and the wicked intention that people have for Rasta. That Rasta end up in our king's house. King's house. We know king never go in there yet, but Haile Selassie. Rasta there, and a bill. I use indigenous things and them indigenous mind and bill, and those who could have get to go to university and go study and turn all doctor and all teach people picnic where them parents never even want them go near a Rasta. Only to find out so when them go down to the school, it's a Rasta teach them it's a Rasta teach them picnic. Well dreadlocks. Can you believe that? Yeah, man. When them come over, them say, Bongo, this is a teach, say this and that, and say, Bongo, what? What you talk about? Bongo, which Bongo you talk about? Yeah, yes, mama, yes, papa, a Rasta man a teach you. Them can't do nothing about it. Because them realize that the picnic I learn sometimes much better. I don't know if I don't Rasta youth. I don't know if no dunce Rasta youth will go to school. Most of the youth them I know, including my picnic them, when we go to school, they was the brightest picnic them in the class. And them come home to a Rasta family. Now we see Rasta doctor, Rasta a teacher, Rasta all sorts of things now. And you have some people who did ballad now decide say them are going Rasta too. So them did have for them skills before them are Rasta. And now them become Rasta now. Them dead there. And you have some people who did locks. And still I say Rasta and cut off them locks. So them get intertwined into the society. And sometimes nobody don't even know say them are Rasta. Because them have one locks. But them really contribute to the mindset of Rastafari. And them still do it. Where my brethren used to call plain clothes Rasta. Only if a plain clothes Rasta about the place. Sometimes you can't even tell. So you better watch on yourself. Because when you think that a man do what is a trim never and a locks, you might go fight against Rasta. You want to go here and say him say my Rasta too. So it's this time of the year we recognize, I think it was the 21st of April him come here, and Friday till after the 1st. And that's in 1966. In 1963, Carol got them massacre Rasta. And that never stopped Rasta from grow in the society. We never accept them. But never stop Rasta from become something of value in the Jamaican society and in the Jamaican psyche. Whole heap of people never know say this will happen to Jamaica. Jesus Christ, look at me pitney go turn Rasta. I don't want him in the house again. It's a terrible thing, but it's a good thing. Because here we are to be reckoned with. That today are a university. Not only a study, but also a teach. You have enough Rasta, doctor this and doctor that. And them a Rasta. Can't stop that again. Can't stop it again. It's gone too far. And that's when I contribute. We contribute to the fabric of Jamaican society. That a whole heap of people now want to look like a Rasta. when you go into the North Coast, only for white people have on false locks when making in Mexico. Them put on that and them come off of the plane, the boat, so at that them want put on them head. And them a shout Bob Marley, Bob Marley, Bob Marley. And them want a picture of Bob Marley on them t-shirt. And before them left, them twist up them ear, them you have place now where you can go come make your ear look like dreadlocks. And them have to find out which part of the good ganja there. And so now them have places where you can go smoke ganja and police can't come lock you up because it's designated places. All them things there. And that's how we reach. So when I say, Rasta, I don't know. Rasta, enough things are going on. I don't see it. So all you think say all of them places now is designated Rasta here, Rasta ganja free places. Only place where you can go to buy ganja and smoke it. I don't talk about chemical, medical marijuana and all them something there. And when you go in at the craft market, you see everything red, gold and green in there. Yeah, I'll what them call it? Bad suit, mini bad suit, well, each up underneath do man them. Them have it all red, gold and green too. It's amazing. When you come up at the boat them and you see the seller them, most of the things them are sell are red, gold and green. Most of the things them are sell are red, gold and green. So it's not like say nothing happen. Maybe it not happen like how you say it should happen because you get twined up and mixed up in how things supposed to happen. Revolution not have no guideline where you say this is how you're going to do it. Sometimes it's spontaneous. When it try to get to a logical conclusion and you feel so why because A plus 1 plus 1 equal 2, 2 plus 2 equal 4, and that's how you expect it to go down. Sometimes Rasta divert and go around, but them come back around and say, ratted. And this the man them did I say hello, you know. I bet you say you have more people that smoke ganja in Jamaica now than Rasta. Yeah. I bet you any money. You have whole heap of people that use ganja now more than Rasta. But that's over there. And that's over there. So April is a very important part of Rastafari community. It's the visit of Haile Selassie, and it's also when them persecute Rastafari and things so we never go there now. But when they are more and more and more Rasta, they are more on top of them. And now we spread our wings all over the earth. Yes, all over the earth. Can't stop it again. Nobody try it. Can't stop. And even though it look like, that's all they can't say it look like. Why it look like? The rest of them now deal with nothing again. So Rasta this and Rasta that. Of course, you have Rasta this and Rasta that. But guess what? When you check right down to it, they are still, and I'm going to play this, reach all over the place. We don't have no church, no temple, no mosque. We don't have no school of learning Rasta. Then overreach all over them places. What is it that we have that is not formal? Because you would have expected something to be formalized. That's why I tell you, say, revolution is not like a thing where you plan and organize. It comes spontaneously. Rastafari never come in a church, even though some people try to make it become churchical. Rastafari never come in a school, even though people complain, say, oh, Rasta not no school. We come with a cultural expression that embedded in the minds of the people them who see Rastafari necessary. And if Rastafari could have reached where it reached without the things that we hear the brother talk, what is it that we are doing and what we know that these big headed states don't know? How we reach all of them places? How we reach it? And we're still there. We're still there and I reach more. Some people where you wouldn't believe that them acclaim Rasta in a Rome. You have some Roman youth where you can't tell them Rasta. In England, in Germany, all these places, locks come down and I smoke chalice and attack Rastafari. So we never have all of these things where you're supposed to have to perpetuate and send your ideas out there. Yet still, we have it out there. And we use a secular music to carry a message out there, which is unbelievable. Unbelievable that a group of people domiciled on these farmer slave plantation island could have used a music and send it out there, that it grab the enemy picnic. The enemy picnic get grabbed by it, and now I send it back. How is that possible? And you hear a man and say, boy, Rasta, you don't have no school, you don't have no hospital, you don't have no this, you don't have no that. But guess what? We reach far and we are a whole heap of people who claim to them have this and have that. We're still there, that's what I say. We're still there. And we're going there again and again and again and again. Yes? So all the one them who feel say, them will talk this thing out. You can go and talk. You can go and talk. And we are going to go and do what we are doing. And the more you fight, the more you're going to lose. Because this is not a gun and be anything. It's a heretical fullness. If you don't know what heretical means, go ask the nearest Rastaman where you know what it means. It's a heretical thing. It comes through an expression. The expression is fully loaded. Yes, fully loaded. So, yes, yeah.
Yeah, morning, Mota.
Morning, sir.
You know what really get to me really after looking because me start to I really true. I want to see much of youth them did after Rasta.
Well, yes, so what?
Young youth them. Some youth don't even reach nowhere yet. Some 30 and some 20-year-old, 18-year-old. In a confrontation with police.
Yeah, so it go. No, so it go now.
Every time you listen
and them get dead, said we.
Yeah, man. And you have got a warning, but you come like them now, listen.
Yeah, them listen, but you are with them, man, you know. Them people say, them can't dead, you know. Them do the killing, but them can't dead.
But them see them friend dead.
Yeah, well, I don't know. One man see somebody who him know dead, and him feel said, nah, that happened to him too.
Why? I mean, it get every day more and more, brother. I see a young youth them.
You know, how much man police shot since the year start.
Yeah.
It come like it's a whole year what a man them shoot that.
But why? I mean, them future is ahead of them and them not see it valuable for you to say, boy, as I say, don't shoot after them if so be the case. Because them not go win. And then
them not think that, brethren. Them not think that.
Why? It really is a national concern, brother.
Yeah.
Young youth them.
Terrible, man.
Normally when time a youth, a big man, say, I get killed.
Dead.
Yeah, no, I just some youth.
Yeah.
I see all a video the other day with them and the police, and some young youth them. And gunman are the same thing too. Some young youth them killing one another same way.
See the youth them a police now have gone legally. Them can't kill at will.
And that's the thing too. While the youth them are running a shoot. I really play out with them and the police. One a run and one a stand up.
Yeah.
But it's sad though.
Sad, yes.
Really see that go on.
All right, sir.
So, for you go still, you know, as usual, you know, you can play and Jackie me too for the same, you know. What do you mean, man?
Which Jackie me too you are here?
Well, I just press play for anyone, you know.
Just play anyone?
Anyone.
All right, sir. I'll see what I can find for you.
And just go and big up yourself, you know.
Yeah.
And we have to yell up Shane before we left Shane, because I'm 18 work out, you know.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man, big up yourself.
Give thanks. Okay, all right. The man say, man, you're Jackie me too, you know. I love Jackie me too. I love Jackie me too, what I tell you. Yes, yeah.
Night, sir, motor.
Man.
Well, Virgin, you touch there. Talk to me there, touching there. 60 yard gone, no motor.
60 yard,
60 yard.
Yeah.
It really starts feeling no motor, touch me. Because if the thing are going to write me, so why we can't say what I go on, because that side the bottle one camera was invented, and I pay excuse the government to do it, pay excuse. But I bet if some of the things they are going uptown so quick them thing on camera. I never say gunman are dead because enough of them you tell them foolishness, you know, but it can make some more time. We know that it's just a look lion sister going because what? You hear some black people don't care what? Nothing come out of it, and nothing will never come out of it. Some black kid. Because I tell you, say, the authority gives care no regard for black people until election come, because just look upon the squad of the people I'm living in. The zinc fence program. I know the zinc fence not here. Tell them the zinc fence when patrol on the year them can't so go on. But them not because black people are here. Black people, I'm going to tell you, black people life no value nothing. You understand? You want to see me come up from Hope Road for turn behind Devon House, and police are stop me when I can't at Devon House, but me turn right. So, boss, man, I hope there's some used to live, so I don't care what. We'll never turn right, so come on there. So, my dash down and look for him, start to apologize. I say, look here, I $10,000 face for fog lamp. I mean, make sure my fan and my car start motor. You come out, come make sure it not come when the tunnel light come on. So now come try that with me. Thump off me and tell me for go. But question motor. May I listen to Mark? I know what this tell for
you catch him in a lie, man.
Eh?
You catch him in a lie.
Yeah, man, may I come up. Because in fact I Waterloo me I go about through, you know, traffic with the Popeye there, so I say alright, let me just go up and go around Devon House and end up around Canadian Embassy side there, so to go mega mad. So man, I start me at him and say me turn left. I say, look here now, go across there and have a court there some used to live. So me never ever, and then place where me I got private play ball, me never ever turn here, so. Because I not 10,000 I give no government for putting them pocket sales bill, them skyscraper and them real estate. And then peace around them as well, 200 million. And black people not nothing. So, rather walk. And I usually park on my vehicle over white. I walk. Go make a man motor because they not get no money from me. I say, no, you're not telling me. I tell you where me I come from. I see my dash camera, you want me play it? And so go on. So, let me tell you something. You're saying to this country where everybody life and everybody in Jamaica works something. And I talk about a gunman or do something and lose him right, you know. Yeah. You understand? My past police punches I'm in a truck. I pay a black man, Mr. slung upon the gun and the soldier them slung upon the seat. Pay a black you. Around them apart them in the chuck at Chisa. No brown skin people, no there, no white, no cool, pay black people. So me see the government have a program compel the youth them from them left school them automatically for go art go in go serve for 2 years and learn that skill. You have to give them a gun. You have to have them dig out them and big land then round them up like goat or slave. Yeah, that are going for do. Cause them have the money and go and not have the money. And shame when me a driver come and see it motor. People at them say them do. I kick out them gate and knock it down. So I'm saying no. If a police and soldier enter you should have a search warrant. And I said the difference if them run on a man and them come inside. That's how I tell them no, I will never alright. Me hear Mark Golding's speech and it's not bad, but my theory about this thing most of politicians have sense and I'm out of power and I'm in a power them not no sense more than for the one thing because I'm out on me. I listen to the man's speech the other day. I never know. So water there and gas and water tax on it, plus toilet paper, plus egg. And then Muta, when I put all of these three things together, I say, we're a woman with 2 children and no man and no work. How she managed. And Muta, if a government can't provide basic necessity, I can't create an environment where them can afford basic necessity. It's bad. It's really bad, Muta, because you explain you tax egg, you tax toilet and you tax water. And now the government are going to housing trust Muta. If you get $20 million from a bank, you take it, go on that course with your wife or go splurt, go spray it out. You know, invest it for turnover. So, how is it now that this economy
borrow 20 million and splurt it? What borrow 20 million and splurt it?
Well, the government do it. Well, there's a difference between borrow and take it. Most of what I'm saying, the government keep advertising all the economy great. I mean, I see that reflect and trickle down to the average people in Tivoli and Waltham and Waters. I am saying, Muta, if you're running on the housing trust money, yeah, I can understand circumstances can one control because no bad, not perfect. And you're running on it a second time. How is it now the housing trust money has sustained the government? So obviously the economy not going good. Why are you going into the housing trust money? Then if you have so much money as government, say I take from housing trust, why not build the house for the people there? So all the economy are going good. And with all of these tax Muta, where these money are go, they them collect much money from the what you call it now, the ticketing, much $1 billion from ticketing, what them say, come clear for ticket and them announce much billion plus the overcharge, what them charge for ticket will forget back and just dead. So tell me, Muta, where these money, where they're going on the consolidated fund, but all of these tax, because when I boy, there's not so much tax up in the country, the garbage, I pick up the place, cleaner. All of these tax, where these money go, Muta, I'm going to say I better Jamaica. Plus the government increase the money, I say it's a better result from minister. It's worse.
I hear Mark going about the Prime Minister say if the money we take now, the raise up here we take now at this time, yeah. You hear it?
Yes, and it's retroactive, Muta. Him say him not take the money. You say me I tell him Muta all these guys see.
The money retroactive?
It's retroactive, Muta. Can I say not take the money? Yes. All the way to when the
retroactive yes. Back to September.
Thank you, my general.
September, okay. I still retroactive.
So can I like these guys, Muta?
Yeah.
I say a woman go a shop and you see the guy with the coat and tie should buy. In a plastic, I have to call and say, cool, wait. All this, so buy some money. And Desmond Mackenzie, there from JPFM, Muta. I say, I can't like these guys, Muta. I mean, I wish if I have one wish. I wish Jamaican people, black people have sense. Most of them have sense apart from the IRFM crew and Miguel and Jerry. Most of the money retroactive. If you love poor people so much I love the government. If you are going Muta and set up the mechanism, you don't have to take a pay them because whatever the government benefit, you benefit. Why don't you not just make a pay your rent and we still pay them rent more?
Well, a break time or a broken broke though. Yeah. Yeah, we have it still now. Think a phone call there, that's why we don't say nothing. Anyway, we want... Okay, all right, yes, El.
Yes, sir, Muta.
Oh, it's still there?
I don't know what my while ago.
I don't know what happened either.
Yeah, so Muta, tell me now, so this tax thing now, why are we... All right, Muta, you know if anybody bringing in a car in Jamaica?
Yeah, people bring car in Jamaica.
Yeah, and the truth, you know, if you have to pay 4 different fees like the duty and the freight and so, you know, so all of them individual things there is a tax add to it.
Yeah.
And I say you bring in the car and you have to pay 4 things and then you just pay 1 tax, you know. Yeah, everything you have to pay tax, so I can't work out the equation and Muta, but I like somebody who work. Where you can't understand? The amount of tax where people have to pay in the country. Why are we still taking money from us and church and tax? The government broke Muta.
I don't know.
They broke now how much ex-police were retired. Problem for them to get them pension Muta, not 1, not 2. I'm Muta, you know, broke. What reason you have to declare the housing trust money? And I heard the housing trust money is not for that purpose.
Well, them say that all the while I'm still going there.
May I tell you that? So, it's like not there for protect the people and people towards them like. If the money is not for that, nobody can sue them Muta and say no. No, something wrong. Everything you buy a phone card for $100, a poor man, a poor woman, just a private car, a loved one. I have to pay a tax on that. What the purpose of these taxes? You buy little gas, you have to pay a tax. What the purpose of these taxes? You buy food now, little car meal, little flour, you have to pay a tax. Really now? I'm gonna tell you something that these people just the thing obvious that it decorates, it designed to keep certain people down. And we are talking about crime. If we are free of crime and the wealth of the country have a share, Mr. Wallace. The wealth of the country have a share. Now few want to get rotten rich. So one of our friends said property for 100 million. And Jamaican people don't own that square. The wealth of the country have a share. So them are talking about build back Jamaica Muta. We done build it already, 4 pages, build it now. Batalan, Islam, Mafu, them now build now. We, them are talking about more pitney, so we can work in them factory. And we them want to build it back, and them a benefit from it. We don't benefit. When police come stop, we are going to laugh for business and chat to it anyhow. All politicians come parade, come tell you, and then tomorrow man them come at camp and tell the soldier them beat. So no man, we just say that to Asham. Him say it Muta, say no want no money. Because them want win the election, and them do them bandu election and come now, boy, it's retroactive. You don't love the country. You're selfish, I found yourself for now look out for. The country now the money and people are suffer. I buy coconut oil and plastic. And you know, so that and you rotten rich and make much money.
Where's about coconut oil? Hold on, where's about
coconut oil? Mr. The woman with oil in our plastic bag motor. But see, shame, I have to tell you, come here. Put on that, man, all this. Coconut oil in a plastic bag.
So where she get coconut oil in a plastic bag from?
It is selling a plastic bag, man. When you go
she sell the coconut oil in a plastic bag?
Them sell them to certain people in a plastic bag who can't afford the big chiller, the quart.
No, but big chill can't hold in a plastic bag, man. How you say, man?
No, but
somebody will buy a big chill of coconut oil?
No, I mean, there's a small amount. There's a small amount. I feel I will have a car answer later. All so buy yourself a big backlight. Understand? And him there, with them pretty talk and them now go out the road and see the people them go through, you know. But go across road market a Friday and then there's Irish motor, my line them big on it, them at about $200. I want to so that will never sell for me. Them now them things there, you know. And look on this wire motor, we're all over the place. Make this wire back continue for long and say people now start run on people like them. Them slow up there, drive on them Benz and BMW.
What eat them?
People are going to start eat people because they don't have no money for buy food motor. You can't buy food. I tell them about the start motor. Love me, I can't starfish motor, my cabbage and starfish.
Yeah, but Jamaica not going to reach us how they might eat people, man.
No, well, probably, we are taking literal about motor. It's bad motor. Starfish
yeah,
from $200, it took starfish reach $2,000 motor and still that climb. And this man just talks today, look at him just talk, I must send nobody, fair arrest nobody, just talk. Motor to me like an I'm run the country, I'm a private sector. But tell you something, go to my favorite place up a water, I'm here the man start there again, I say again, it raise again, I'm say see there, I think I'm me alone, I have a little bit of sense. And them not address them thing there for start or thing to make people, I'm say motor if you cannot provide basic necessity, your people them can't afford basic necessity, something wrong with you.
We have to take a break.
Yeah, man, long life.
No, man. It's ill.
Yes, sir, ill.
Blessed man.
Blessed love, sir, blessed love. Yeah, here my case, Mr. Motor. It is an accident which the damage is like the thing licked my drive a coaster bus and a F-150 running it, I overtake a line of traffic. I run in my bus. The dashboard come in and lick me on my knee, fracture my hip, and two of my spine bone in my lower back move. Several X-rays show that. Well, them send me to a lawyer. They send me to Big Nam first, but Big Nam said the F-150 was not insured and in not a case where not insured. A pure insurance case in deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I go back to the people, man, and send me to this lawyer. She name, what's her name again? Ellie Nicholson. She was a radio announcer one time and turned lawyer. Anyway, go through the case and she take up my file and take up the case and I say, Ray. After a while, I get a call from her and she say, the people are willing to settle out a court and if we are accept, I turn to her and say, you as the lawyer, where you feel like we should allow. She have said to me, say, well, if we go through the court, will I get more money and what have you. So I say, I agree with you as the lawyer and continue and thing. Well, after about 2 months, she tell me that she called me and I said, boy, she can't bother with the case again because Ray, something or the other, I must come collect my papers. When I go to her, she'll give me back. She don't even give me back all of my papers, call police report and things. She has me run up and down and get police report and get all kind of information pertaining to the case. And when I do all of that, she will call me and say, she can't bother with the case. So I say...
Because what? Why she can't bother?
Eh?
Why she can't bother with the case?
She can't bother with the case for some reason or another.
So you don't ask her why?
Yeah, but she not tell me. She just tell me say she can't bother. That will go around. That's a family that 2000.
So you did pay and retain her money? You did pay her money first, up front?
No, she did forget like 33% of the whatever it work out to.
Okay.
So after that, no, she tell me that she can't bother the case and thing. And boy, come like me get left in the dark and there they run up and down to several other attorneys I try to bring out the case, but accident case is a thing where after 6 years you don't have no claim.
So how long now this are going?
Eh?
How long now this case are going? And when the
this
accident?
Case was from about 2008. And it go on till about up to 2012, 11, 13.
That's not no years ago, man.
Yeah, but hear the joke about it now. When me tell me, say me forget somebody else to represent me. When me go to other lawyer, them a tell me, say, one lawyer tell me, say, him not take no case so him know him can't win. And me for come back in a 3 days time and him a go tell me, and when me come back him tell me, say, boy, him can't bother with the case, rare. And me I say, then, when me supposed to do, and well, anyhow, a long story short, me end up a legal counsel. You know, legal counsel where you feel like you're not get represented by a lawyer. And
Yeah.
A legal counsel put it through the file and thing, and fair case was that me didn't go a big alarm.
Hello? Hello? What? Gone?
Call on, I don't know what go on.
Yeah. You see them a call in the night. I went tomorrow we deal with the case. I will deal with the case tomorrow. They will call at the night. But you know that's so like another case where you now get no tight because from a long time I talk about long time that. Yeah, over there now, not 26.
18 year.
Why back call for talk about that now? Why not now come out of that? 18 years you wait for a car accident. The liar say them not deal with it because them don't want to deal with no case so them are going to lose. But after 18 years you deal with that, brethren, you have to just sit down and keep yourself quiet, man. Because that not going to work, man. I tell you the truth. That don't sound like it have nothing there to deal with, you know. Every time you sit down and keep the last. But that definitely not going to work. 18 years and nobody never dead tonight or nothing. No accident happened, nobody never dead. You know, so yeah, I'm afraid when you get cut off too, I don't know why you get cut off. You get cut off, I want to play this tune, I don't know call now when me have all right, EL. EL.
Yeah, Mutabaruka.
Yes, sir.
That's a love, man. More strength. Long time. Well, say, hear them out on YouTube, them talk about the brown him. Griffiths.
What?
Yeah. Them write a book.
Oh.
German Griffiths.
Talk louder, man.
German Griffiths.
Who name so?
One brother from Australia.
Write a book about what?
Yeah, them write a book where the world of people, man and woman, can live better. And them are crossing to Benjamin. So myself, I ask you to know about that book there.
If I know what a book there?
Yeah, if you know about it.
No, I don't know what you talk about.
Oh, upon YouTube, I still want advertising.
When my time say about make the world better if you certain things?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I see it, but I don't notice it.
Okay.
I skip over some of them things there.
Yeah.
So what you say about it? You contact it and get the book?
No, I won't do that then.
I say, check and find out what I go on know about it.
No, me see it advertised, but me not go further than that.
Okay. Oh, what I say right now, 2 years I'm classing with Ben Chokan. I say it.
I talk about what?
Yeah, I'm classing with Ben Chokan.
Ben Chokan?
Yeah.
Where you say I'm talk about him say?
I say that from them time there, I me a film book and thing and.
Oh, it was like Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what the book name?
See, the book is a book where when find a secret to make man and woman learn to live together and
yeah, me know, but what the book name?
Things better for each and every one.
What the book name?
I never get the name of the book, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so I say right now, well, take on our car. I know someone I will always have all kind of books and things and yeah. So in this time, we have to look to natural living and learn about ourselves, where we can learn about other people. Because right now, that's the struggle going in the system right now. Because people claim tell them know things, and with them to know about themselves, them don't know it. So we have to realize and naturalize self and know right now. Natural living, it have to come up front right now.
What you call natural living?
Like, a man be natural of himself and cleansing.
You can't use the same word to define the same word, man. Because you call natural living, say natural living.
Heart, the mind, the thoughts, the deeds, and everything. Cleanse out to ourselves by purifying our life to each other. And we say, when we see one person and look at yourself as said person, we see personality of life. And when we say no one bigger than no one, the only difference is like some people can find a material quicker than the next person. Who feel like say that can signify say me better than you and me can do this and you can do it. We need to look in our thoughts and our mind and soul and bring forth a better relationship among each other. For in the world right now, I see it, just material things that cause the world of war and world of difference. And some people have it till it confuses them. Them aunties, them know to do with it because without them get it, it bring a misery upon them. So I want to a lot of people them to right around the world. For us looking at ourselves, you know, because it's easy, you know, as a simple thing to do, you know. Simple, that make everyone realize the fullness of life and not life. Life is good. Every day we get up, it's a good day, but it's not good for some people. Because they don't see the goodness within them to realize that we all are one in spite of nature. Which rule the earth with air, heat, and water. That we can dare and say to ourselves, so watch out. Make life goes on. Jump out of the box of evil and recondition ourselves towards uplifting each other, one to another. Mota.
Yes, sir.
I need to say, you see the tuner?
The what?
By Delaware.
The what?
Why I play a tune, request a tune to all the people them around the world. And know say, man and woman. We love each other.
Where the tune
go like this. Yes, someone my feet. Don't give it up anymore. with every little beat my heart beat, girl. Is that your door? I told
don't know what the show name.
With every little beat my heart beat, girl. Is that your door?
Look here, I can identify. I want to change to identify. I can identify what you're saying.
Why, girl? Why?
Oh.
That they'll ride them on.
Eh?
They'll ride Wilson.
Well, they'll ride. All right, sing it again. Let me hear you say they'll ride. Sing it now.
Yes, I'm on my feet. Don't give up anymore.
Oh.
With every little beat, my heart beat, girl. Is that your door? Said I want to know why, girl. Why? Why, yeah.
Yeah, try. Yeah, try, Richard, but I can't get the melody.
You can't pick it up.
I can't get the melody.
Okay.
The driver to sing it.
Yeah, man.
I forgot to better than that, though. You have got to better than that.
I forgot to better than that.
Yeah, man, I forgot to push better than that because I don't think me identify the rivals, what you say.
Yeah, man, I'm tuning the right. Like, that's a you can tune to our system right now.
So when say it rather than try to sing it. Say it. Say the words until I try to sing it. Yo.
Oh.
You know, listen to me. This how you drop asleep, man.
No, man, we're not asleep, man.
Say the words, really. Say the words rather than try to sing it.
My heart beat, girl.
Yo.
Is that your door?
Really? Yeah.
I want to know why, girl.
Yeah, listen to me.
Yeah.
Me say it. Stop trying to sing it. Say it. Just start the words rather than sing it.
And say, yes, I'm on my feet. Don't give up anymore. With every little beat, the heartbeat, girl. Is at your door. I want to know why, girl. Oh, why?
Can't identify it. I can't identify it. Somebody might call I know where I said it, but I can't identify it.
Can't identify it?
No. They might one hour for call to tell me how where I say, but I personally can't identify it right now. All right?
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yes, one yellow pal. Everyone who works for IRFM with a pal.
Holy for last term and thing I may have to remember. But anyway, I'm ruling in my favor. And actually 2 years now.
The rule in your favor say how much money supposed to get?
Eh?
How much money is supposed to
get?
They're
supposed to have a next year now to tell me how much me forget and what is what.
So when them say that happen? When that happen?
Well, every time I call them up to when? I call them up to yesterday. And them tell me, say, them still not... Sorry. Them still not set a date for the hearing yet to tell me when me forget and how me forget that and all them things.
Is that hearing them I got have?
In order to tell me exactly when me forget and how much me forget.
Okay.
Because we go through about 4 or 5 different hearings where me and the lawyer and she bring me in a different lawyer. Every time she come with a different lawyer.
So it's not the courthouse you're there? It's not the courthouse you go?
No, down a legal counsel, man. Them have a hearing center where you go and them try the case.
Yeah.
And them a tell her, say, boy, them see where me have a case and what have you.
Really? Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
When you say them say you have a case, it means that the case not try yet?
No, the case tried. But 4 to 5 times them try the case. And I say, me win. And then give me documents to say,
why
win.
them, if the first time them say you win.
Yeah.
Eh? Hello?
Down to the last hearing, hold
on, Bridget.
Yeah.
The first time, you say 5 times, the first time them say you win the case.
Yeah. That's how when...
So when the second time where you go, them say you win the case again?
The last time, the last hearing them up, them give me a document to say, me win.
That's the first, how much time them tell us you win the case?
No, the last time, them have the hearing, about 4 different hearing them have.
Yeah.
And the last hearing, them give me a paper to say, me win. We can't carry the paper there and make you review it. But me in a Kingston, so me have to carry it at the Dermore Road office.
No, I don't want you bring anything at Dermore Road office, Rasta. I'm not a liar, man. You get me involved in a liar work, you know.
Yeah, me know, so but...
If you said, them say you win the case.
Yeah.
Why you want to bring it to me now, for me?
The public here all them deal with people, because to me I'm a liar.
Yeah, but me I'm a liar neither.
Because I don't feel it should take 2 years for them finally decide, say, well, then, no, you forget X, Y, Z. Eh?
When them say you win the case, means say you depend on the right of the thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, after them done say you win the case now, them say if you come back again, come door.
They must say me for wait for a date. They must set a date for me get a last hearing to say be entitled to this or that. But
how long ago that now? 2 years?
Actually 2 years, about 2 months to make 2 years. So I don't see why it should take so long for them take to make a little ruling to is a liar I'm up against, and they are all liars, and you understand?
Yeah, well, I don't know why if it can take a longer time because you have case where people supposed to get certain things and it take long for them get it. So
well, a man like you, me I say, expose them things to the public because I'm not...
Well, yeah, expose it now, but the thing that you're exposing at the middle of the morning, yeah.
Yeah.
Should I maybe call tomorrow?
No, to drive bus and the time factor on the day there, bus thing go. You reach a one station, you have to unload and try load again to go again.
Yeah, but calling me as so now, most of the liars are going to sleep and me can't go wake up no liar, to talk to them.
Well, I think people are just mention it tomorrow, because tomorrow everybody up and around. And
yeah, we can't mention it, but we'll have a case like this last week. You didn't hear them last week? You didn't hear the brother last week?
And it has the same amount of time.
Shorter. You have shorter.
Well, I tell you, brother, so right now, I
know you're a Dr. Bill and all them something there. Doctor, you have to get Dr. Bill and thing.
Yeah, man, I give them about 10 extra and wool for doctor and statement and all kind of thing, man. I tell you, man.
So who are the liar will represent you?
No, it's a panel. It's a panel that represent me, legal counsel panel. Yeah,
so when them not tell you when you can come and get
them
what you're
supposed to get. To wait for a call. And
at 2 years now, you wait for the call?
At 2 years now, I wait for the call.
So them have no address where you can go to them?
Yeah, man, let me not go down at them office, man. Them office down at our street, down the
and where you go down the warm? What them say?
Yes, me have a wait. That's all them a tell me. So me have a wait till my thing come up. Them have a whole heap of thing a deal with and. But me feel 2 years is like, me don't know, 2 years. Should I?
2 years long, man.
Yeah, I want you to say, brother, and me I tell you, say the case are going from all long.
Yeah, well, such 18 years now.
Well, me I tell you, brother, me I tell you. Right now, me I deteriorate, brother. Me can hardly walk. Me there, walk with a walking stick and if me buck me to me gone, I go and all them things there.
Yeah. How old is?
Eh?
How old is?
Me about 66 now.
About?
Yeah, roughly. 66 me last year.
Yeah. Along 18 years ago. A fire happened from...
Yeah, man, I come from far with it, brother. And I tell you, say, me not a liar, just a liar, I try to
yeah, but when you know, say the court gone with it already, so you get another liar, you know.
No, me just have a liar advise me, you know.
Yeah. So with the liar, so we advise you about the 2 years.
Them I say them can't do nothing about it. Me have just wait for the legal counsel people and to deal with it. Them no want to get involved.
But maybe now that you mention it, them good to deal with it.
Me I tell you, brother, me they are tough for me and tough for brother.
Yeah, we know you feel still.
Them should have deal with Jamaican people a little better than that, man. Like, all of we are citizens now, all of we are trying to do with duty and try to maintain a certain amount of consciousness, but it not work. Because we are not liar. We feel like that because everybody else a liar, that me want a layman and them a tell me for wait.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but they know a little man, he might tell him liar, so we have to wait till my pass away before you know.
That's them people that stay Rasta.
Wicked,
So
brother,
that's,
it's wicked, man.
It stay till it just fade away. I
Nah,
know
tell you, man.
Well, I don't know if I tell you.
But that's why I get a mention tomorrow to see if anybody could have clarify a thing for me.
Yeah, we usually have a liar who come on the radio about 4 o'clock. So me push it in first still. All right?
All right. Me I will go and listen now.
Yeah. She remind me to forget. All right, Richard, give
thanks, man, because, you know, your thing is a thing where people listen to and, you know, anybody could have get a little clarification.
Yeah, man.
What if I told you there was an emperor so paranoid he tried to ban his people from sleeping? Not because he hated laziness, but because he was terrified of dreams. This was Caligula, one of Rome's most infamous rulers. He believed that dreams were dangerous, that while people slept, they might conspire against him in their minds, and that nightmares were omens of his downfall. So Caligula took his paranoia to extremes. He ordered guards to patrol Rome at night, punishing anyone who slept too soundly. He forced senators and nobles to stay awake for days, keeping them in endless ceremonies, lectures, and feasts, just to prove their loyalty. Exhaustion wasn't a side effect. It was a weapon. But here's the dark irony. The emperor who banned others from sleeping was terrified of closing his own eyes. Caligula was said to wander his palace at night, pacing in terror, claiming the moon itself was watching him. He dreaded nightmares, convinced they were messages of betrayal and death. The man who ruled millions couldn't rule his own mind. He could command armies, build monuments, and rewrite laws, but he couldn't conquer sleep. And maybe that's the real lesson of Caligula's madness. Power can bend nations, but it cannot bend human nature. You can deny people rest, but you can't destroy the need for it. And in the end, Caligula's sleepless paranoia didn't save him. It consumed him. He was assassinated by his own guards, betrayed in daylight, exactly as his nightmares foretold. So the emperor who tried to ban sleep was undone by his own restless mind.
You know, Caligula is the emperor where if you want to marry a woman and you carry the woman to him have to have sex with her first. Yeah? It's like you carry him carry the wife or the woman to make him kind of almost validate the marriage or, you know, give him blessing to the marriage. Well, Caligula, I don't know much about ever hear about him. Caligula used to have sex with the woman them first. And not only that, him used to sleep with animals. Yes. It is written in their books that him used to sleep with animals. These are the people who would take our traditions from over the years. We hear about them and we whosoever know about what them do. But them ways is despicable. We don't know none of those things. And we come to the West, you know, come and almost adapt them dirty ways. Yes. Why take that into consideration? That a whole heap of the things that we do, we'll see it as normal now. It's not something where we used to do in our environment and our culture. We come now, adapt these things and almost take it as our own. That's why you see the woman them behave certain way. And you see the man them have certain thinking and thoughts. The man I say, boy, I'm love you, sex him really I talk about. Sex him really I talk about when him say him love you. Him want to love you. Cutting edge. You know, we'll be back here a little more from 2 o'clock. You know, we started out, Carla, okay, Carla.
Born.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fireball.
Yeah, man.
I showed the last week in a Brazil.
Eh?
I showed the last week in a Brazil.
Pertaining to her?
Eh?
Pertaining to her?
But the people, man, lawyer business, man, I see him to me, I tell the lady what me I say, you know, about that. And the lady I say, it's like, that look like corruption in it, you know?
Oh, you mean we that talk to the lawyer? You not listen?
Let me not listen and try to get to the lady, man, and phone, just run off all of my credit star.
Okay.
I wonder how that, you try to get to the people, man, and your credit just run off and you're not paying no money. And them say them come to listen your problem and listen what you say. Yeah.
I don't know about it. So maybe should I deal with another business, another something?
No, man, yeah, another talk about the topic I'm here to tell about, man.
The topic, yeah.
Yeah, man, yeah, and I'm here to say, I know the original listener, you know, the original listener, I say, Jan, look how I try to get to the people. And I'm going to answer the phone star, and I wonder,
yeah, so what different you are going to say from where we will say? Because we tell her what you will say.
Because when I tell her, when I say to your mouth, it come like, no, she and me, I tell the lady what I say, no.
Yeah, and what?
And she and the lady, I tell she, that look like a foul play with the policeman, and like she no want to get so far.
She no want what?
Like she no want to get so far. When she and say explain when I said to her. Isn't it? So me I try to say to you now, fire. You hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
So we meet in an accident and report it to the police station. When I go to the station, the policeman tell me, so I forgot for my boss.
You forgot where?
For my boss.
Yeah.
I'm not driver. So I turn on my radio. Because I don't want to hear it and confuse me. So when I go for my boss and come on, I see police, I see someone in a policeman office. Yeah?
May I hear you, Virgin?
Fire?
May I hear you?
So the boss come on and thing and XYZ also. So the policeman carry me in a car after I'm done take the youth statement and I tell the youth them to lock him up on XYZ and really. Carry me in a car go up and with all your friends. You get me? And then do them for do and send me a doctor and XYZ. See me a doctor and send me go a lawyer. So after now about 3 weeks ago in a month, I go pop in again. And a man come lick up in a van back again. See? I take the man picture and something, the man send to the same policeman phone on WhatsApp. And the policeman said, I go back to the same lawyer again. See, I don't make no report now, nothing with the last accident there. I go send the picture them to the policeman's phone. See? And the man lies to play. And then now 2023, then give him money. Then give him $500 for 3 hours. Where did I care? And I ask the lady, say, oh, it go with all the chocolate me out of the road with me alone in the car. She tried to tell me, say, them write to the insurance, and the insurance now comply to them. And I just, that shall beat me on bush and tell me to come this and that. And it was 7 years now. Yeah, man. So, I said, I want to explain to the lawyer tomorrow, Thursday, but I don't get a chance to do that.
No, but where you say no that to say where you say no that to say to her?
Huh?
Where you just say a while ago that to say to her?
No, I never talk to her, Fire. I never talk to her.
No, we. The liar last week.
Why, like...
Where you just say that we just said to she?
No, Rasta, I never say that. Say just like... Me remember, because I'm listening, no, man. But a shame me tell the lady, say.
Well, if she... Then, all right, if she tell her what you did say, what you say?
So she has say, come like the policeman and the people and my party. You know, all right, like you say, if we take money from, like you say, if money run on the scene when accident happen, you never go have nothing to get. Because you don't take money from the people, man. You don't take nothing from the man.
So where you get the $500,000 you talk about?
The teller says, when I go to 1 month after that, a different man live at Barbican. Kingston 8 that the man live. Come lick up in a van like him have a problem I drive on the road.
Yeah. And you take $500,000 from him?
From him. But the man with the truck. They man ignore me and that, and it happened before the van come lick up in a car.
Yeah, they know that we talk about last week, man.
Yeah. But the 500,000, I know with the truck.
No, the $500,000 for share up between whosoever and whosoever.
That was the second time when the van come lick up now.
Yeah, but alright, so we're talking about the first time now.
We don't get nothing from nobody.
Yeah, then we know to tell her that.
But me like let me just say, if you take something from people when time the accident happen, you're not going to have nothing to get.
Yeah, but that she say you can't take things from which part it's something happen. You can't make a man come tell you say him going to give you $100,000.
No, man, me not get not what, not even 10.
Then that me I say, me never say you get it. Me say you can't. You take that as something now that you wait upon that.
You see, whatever me get, a second accident.
No, you keep. You listen to me now, Virgin.
Yes, sir.
Me not talk about no second accident. Me talk about the first accident.
You don't get nothing for
Yeah, you don't get nothing, but you wait upon something.
We them say for wait and them it go to look the judge and it go to this and them now explain insurance now correspond back with them now, I don't know.
And you don't have no lawyer.
Then I see him now. Then
if I see him lawyer, when him say why you not get it?
When me tell you say the man when you not do the first money and me not look Christ and
no, when you go back to the first money.
Yeah. And I borrow 20 grand from him out of 180 grand car.
You borrow 20 from him, 20,000.
Actually, you know.
Yeah, so where you borrow money from him for?
So listen now, when me go for the check from him, and he write the check, me never have no account to put the check in to get the money, and me don't want the money to go do a thing. And I say, you can't lend me 20 grand till the check change or whatever. And he lend me it. He lend me 20 grand cash.
Yeah, but you have to backdoor a deal with the man, Rastafari. I know that you should have done.
I know backdoor my version, because when he write the check, he write the check for $160,000. So that's enough backdoor, brother.
So that it go through court and lawyer?
Yeah. You know, in my lawyer, in a second accident, that, you know.
No, you keep on saying them no virgin. Are two things you mix. When I talk about the one where you get the 500, so I talk about the one where you go to him and you're supposed to get 100,000.
But
and you take money from him.
Time, when it's when 500,000 are run, I tell you what the man do to me.
Where you take where you take $20,000 from him for?
To go do a business. It come up on my shop to do.
So you take $20,000 from him to go do business?
Yeah, my boy is fine. Then time I resign.
So you never go through no lawyer, forget it?
No, man, because remember him resign, he own 500,000, you know. So
in front of a lawyer?
He write my 180 pound my check give me.
No, you sign it in front of a lawyer?
Hmm?
You sign it in front of a lawyer?
In secretary. I'm secretary, give me.
Who secretary? The man who's supposed to give the money is secretary?
The lawyer, secretary. The lawyer of him secretary.
Your lawyer me a talk about.
Eh?
Your lawyer me a talk about.
You know him? I am of the case now.
Yeah, and him say him give $20,000.
In secretary.
Give $20,000 from him.
Transaction with him.
Yeah.
You have to go to the lady, not him.
Yeah, me know that. So me I say now, why him give the $20,000? Because him supposed to get $100,000 and him gonna give $20,000 out of it. Him a lady because you come begging some money.
Because the day when him write a check give me, when him write a check give me, me never have no account to go get the money out of it.
Yeah, me know version, but what me I say, you take $20,000 from him for go do a business where you want. Now that you do?
Out of the 180,000.
Yeah. So that means him owe you now, him supposed to owe you money now. But you don't get the rest of the money.
Yeah, man, you get the rest of the check right to the 160,000, man.
So where you do the check?
It's right now one of my boss name.
And you get the money?
Yeah, it's going to fee my account.
No, you get the money, me attack?
Yeah, man, it's going to boss man account.
So what is the problem?
The first accident happened, the first accident.
Then the first accident, you're supposed to get 100,000.
I tell you, say no. You see, when him give me 20 grand, I'm a driver my car and reach the answer sheet. He call my phone and ask me how far I reach. See? And when I said, me not reach far him, so I come back to him. So when you go back to him now, when you go back and check, so the lady me I go to.
All right, hold on. Shane, you can't understand what that version I say. Because I really not
understand. Me listening, I try to figure it out.
I can't understand what I say.
Shane.
It's two accidents you meet now. One for 500,000 and one for 100,000.
No, motor man. No, man.
It's what?
first accident to my mates, and I don't get nothing from the man, nothing at $10.
Yeah, you don't get nothing from him. So where you get the $20,000 from? Where that $20,000 was from?
After a second accident where himself signed for $540,000.
Yeah, so you get $20,000 out of the $500,000.
Yes, it's 3 away.
Yeah, all right. So you get $20,000, you know. So you never get the rest of it there. You never get the rest of it.
You get another $160,000, but me I tell you, say, you see when he lend me $20,000 and I go and in car my back. Eh?
Yeah.
See now listen?
Yeah, man, we are this man.
In car my back, and when I go back to the man office, I go to the lady who give me money. She tell me, say, me for go down in the alley. Me not tell you about a dark passage now in a place and I look on here and people have a good life. Me not tell you about a dark passage now in a place and I look on here and people have a good life. Say, the lady say I'm midnight up in our office. Just start louder than older, really yard talk. And him have a bunk someone in there. Bunk someone needs to carry the money can give woman $20,000 in an envelope.
Yeah.
See him? Him have a bunk someone in there like the man that work a club will throw you out.
Yeah. You see that already. So where you
say, and him say to me, say, if me go say it to nobody, say him call me in my office and say that to me, say me put a louder than him look over the way I play. Them not going to believe me. See him? So from that time, the say that man look like one criminal.
Yeah. So what happened?
So I say, I want to load man, and say,
so you take the $20,000 from him?
Eh?
You take the $20,000?
Yeah. Because I check, say, I'm going to take it back to you now. But I'm not take it back.
All right, so I'm take the $20,000 and what happened?
Then when I give me the rest of money now, out of the $180,000, $160,000 right on the check, $20,000 detox out.
Yeah.
So we get the $108 each year. The last accident.
Yes. So what happened?
The first accident will take place. Every time I go amongst him keep on tell me say, the lady keep on tell me say, one time she say it's more than what.
So how much you was supposed to get from the first accident?
I don't know motor, I don't know. But
then if you don't know that means you have where the court, where you got court?
But we never go court for the second one and we get the money out.
No, the one where you get $20,000 from.
We never go on a court.
You never go on a court?
No, because him have the case of him deal with courthouse.
Yeah, so if him deal with the courthouse and him are the accused, what you expect him to do now? Because you not carry nobody to him. The man lick your car and he might give you money. And you just did it, so I take the money from him.
Eh?
The man lick your car.
Yeah.
And you take money from him.
From who?
From whosoever gave you the $20,000.
I liar give me totally $180,000.
So where the liar get them? Who the liar give you money on behalf of?
Out of $180,000.
No, who might give the money on behalf of?
He might give me out of the last accident money. It come through, the last accident, it come through.
Yeah.
So instead of signing for $540,000, he threw away. Where did I care?
So you get it?
Yeah, I get my $180,000.
You get the $5, all right, so that done with now.
Yeah.
All right, so other accident me I talk about?
Me not get nothing.
Yeah, so me I say, if you don't get nothing, who you go to for get something, that me I ask?
I can't go to nobody to get nothing. I must liar alone, I can't go to nothing.
Yeah, so you go to a liar,
Most time, I can't go to another liar. I might done in a liar and already, you know.
No, me ask if you go to a liar.
When, like now?
No, the liar, at the time when the man supposed to give the money, and he's supposed to go to court with him because he lick the car. Me ask you if you get a liar.
Me say the man lies when the man licking the car with him van, the last accident.
Me take a picture of my license plate and send it to the policeman. We carry me go to the lawyer upon the first accident.
All right, but you go back round and round and round and round. You know. You talk about the first accident, the last accident. Me talk about if you get the money where you never get from one of the accidents, them you just get a lawyer to go deal with it.
I deal with it. The man will give you money for the last accident. Him have two of them.
The man will bring the money for the last accident.
Him have two of them.
He bring the money for the first accident.
The last accident, the second one. I one lawyer work on the two of them in two accidents.
Yeah, tell the man will work on the two of them. What may I say? You get a liar. You will get a liar.
Motor. My mom tell say policeman carry me go out for chair and liar friend, you know.
Yeah, but me ask you if you will get a liar. If a man lick your car and send you go give him liar, you must get something.
I know. Man lick my vehicle go get him liar.
And the police get the liar.
The policeman carry me to a liar.
Yeah, the police carry you to the liar.
Yeah.
But the police are work with the man who's supposed to give you money.
With that she said to the lady and ladies that look suspicious, that's why I'm not.
Yeah, but you're not suspicious because you shouldn't do that. And that the woman say.
What me do?
The man say you must take the money from them, the people who are involved with the accident.
But me tell you, me not take no money from nobody and still.
No, but you got to him for money.
Eh?
You got to him for the money.
Yeah, me must say the man give me a man to come sign to 500,000, you know. She have to come sign if you want the money, you know.
You get scam, man. You get scam.
John Motor. Nah, so me I say no, man. Two times it happened, you know. The first accident.
But you mention it again, you know, because you said $1 million at one time already. The first accident, the second accident, are the same people that are dealing with the two accidents.
The same liar.
Yeah, then they're not different liar. No, are the same liar.
I deal with the two accidents.
Yeah, so if the same accident, if the same person deal with the two accidents, and you get money from one and you don't get the money from other now, what you expect to get now? Because the same liar. Are the same people them attack the two accidents are the same people them. So what you expect to get from them if you don't have your personal liar?
A chocolate. So me forget a different liar now.
You get anything since you get the same liar work with the two man them?
You can get money from one. You get money from
no, me know where you get the money from. Where you keep repeating that for? You have a next money to get. But the same people them who give the first money and them are deal with the second money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I tell you, how long now you forget the second money? How much years now you forget it? You don't get it.
From 2019, that
yeah, then if they did give you a money and a two accident and them give you a money for the one of the accident them, and you are go back to the same man to give you money for your next accident. And the same people them are work the whole thing. The police are the same police. The liar are the same liar. Why you keep go to the same people them? Them are work on behalf of one another. Why you go to the same people them?
Can you understand? So I could get to talk to you later tomorrow and she come and something. But when I call her,
now get no different talk from where you hear so now.
But probably really understand more than how you
understand what you mean really understand. But you're not you mean understand.
But when you don't talk as you say man really chuck will lick me out of the place that like when she explained to her and tell her say man really chuck will lick him car and him man deal with it, you know. It was the first accident. See? The policeman bring him in I'm pretty under but him lawyer friend. You get me? First him asked me to go for my boss. So me don't know if him and my boss and the driver for the truck and Zuki them do them do because Zuki truck let me just tell you straight here man because I never hold back nothing, you know. A Zuki truck let me out of stoplight, you know man.
You know me no difference if you tell me the name because I don't know who you talk.
A boy then say control the Prime Minister man have one whole heap of truck boy man.
Yeah but me tell you say me don't know who you talk, Virgin. You go to a liar and the liar who are work for the first accident and the second accident. The police who are work for the first. What? Eh?
Since at 2 o'clock.
Oh, all right. You have to call back next tomorrow. Here, Bridget. Was that different thing we could all talk about tomorrow? Because we can't deal with this same thing at 3 weeks.
No, we have no justice to get you up on nothing, man.
No, I tell you, say, you should get a lawyer separate from the two people, them. That's what I say. Yeah, the two.
No respect here.
It's the same
from
people.
From a juvenile, I know you know.
Eh?
From a juvenile, I know your wife that them take away, get out people out when Mandela. It's only not near Mandela Park.
Oh, that come up now.
No, man, she says, well, I know I not chat through the thing and them way there, you know.
I say, that come up.
Because she has enough respect and manners, yeah, hell and respect, you know.
All right,
original, man.
We have to move, bro. We have to move.
Yeah, man, take care of yourself, man. Big up Shane, yeah.
If you want to call back tomorrow, you know.
No, do it, man, but me I want them to go and waste my credit star and they listen to the them star and now get no answer.
If what?
If me I go up on the phone and waste my credit and just listen to them and now go hear and say call and I know.
Me tell you a say if you call, take in your call.
All right, big up yourself.
Yeah, but you're going to keep up the conversation about the same thing for 3 weeks.
Which
and
conversation?
She tell you what to tell you. She say, well, you have to do already, you know. Anyway, we have to move.
Yeah, man, enough love and respect.
The program done. All right, give thanks, yeah? I'm gone, right?
Yeah, man.
All right. All right, sir.
Good ideas in theory, but can or will they actually be implemented? That was the concern expressed by commentator Kevin O'Brien Chang in reaction to opposition leader Mark Golding's budget debate presentation. In Parliament yesterday, Mr. Golding outlined a raft of proposals aimed at growing the economy and raising revenue without imposing more taxes on an already burdened populace. Mr. Golding also chastised the governing Jamaica Party for some initiatives or programs that he says do not help the country and citizens. The opposition leader also recommended that Jamaica seeks financial compensation from top global polluters as climate change remains a growing issue. Mr. Chang said that suggestion is a good one. He was skeptical about the willingness of politicians to plug revenue leaks via the electronic invoice system.
It was a plausible speech from opposition leader. Some of the ideas sounded good in theory. The climate change thing sounds worth pursuing. The tax, net, electronic tax net would be a good thing. Although you wonder if both parties really want it. The politicians, they really want everything they do, all the tax money accounted for. So there's no loopholes. You wonder that as a cynical Jamaican, whether they are not about colluding against the public. But it sounded good in theory. Whether in practice we could get it done is the question. We've had many nice-sounding silver bullet type things and, stop all the wastage, all the leaks, and we'd have so much more money. We've heard this kind of narrative before, and somehow it never seems to come to fruition. Who knows? Maybe both sides will get together and say, yes, it's time to cut the wastage. Let's try to put these electronic devices that we have that make it possible now to capture all the taxes, and we would have far more to spend on the needs of the people. So it is a nice wish. Let's see if it could possibly happen.
Mr. Chang disagreed with Mr. Golding's call for the continuation of the Cuban medical mission, pointing out that it's unethical to ask Jamaica to break its own labor laws.
I would disagree with him on the Cuban doctors, only because the conditions under which the Cubans were being employed are technically illegal in Jamaica. Now, the question of why just now we're finding out, that's a different question. What we have found out now. Like a man, police stop him with your driver's license was expired. Well, make sure you get it up to date now. We have been caught breaking our own laws, and for politicians to encourage us to keep breaking our own law, that is, whatever it is, it's not right. It's unethical and illegal, and I am disappointed that any politician would, in essence, urge us to comply with Cuba and break our own laws. I can't see that being logical whatsoever.
Commentator Kevin O'Brien Chang. And the economist Keenan Faulkner said the opposition's suggestion to implement an electronic invoicing system merits serious consideration, as improving tax compliance could have a positive impact on the country's revenue. The proposal was made by opposition spokesman on finance Julian Robinson during his budget debate presentation last week. The point was emphasized by opposition leader Mark Golding during his contribution to the debate yesterday.
Electronic invoicing systems are now standard across much of Latin America and parts of Europe and Asia, requiring invoices to be digitally validated in near real time. Every transaction is time-stamped. Every input credit must match a verified supplier invoice. Returns are auto-populated from validated data. That shift is transformative. It moves the system from post-event enforcement to transaction-level verification. The documented increase in revenue collections from implementing these systems actually range from 5 to 15%, depending on the level of previous compliance. For Jamaica, even a conservative projection of 2% improvement in effective GCT and SCT realization would yield $8.6 billion annually as our finance in the first year. And of course, it would pick up more as we ram compliance and really get everybody to adopt the system. No GCT or SCT rate increase is required. None. Just better system design. The government will likely tell us it isn't assured and it can't be done. That's what I expect to hear from them. Well, I'm here to tell you that with political will and effective management, driven by dynamic and energetic leadership, it could and should be done without delay.
Opposition leader Mark Golding. In response, Mr. Faulkner said an automatic invoicing system with a clearer timeline for implementation could help authorities reinforce tax laws more effectively and reduce revenue leakage.
I think the opposition leader's proposal on increasing tax compliance is positive and it should be given due consideration. Further timelines for establishing and implementing an automatic invoicing system should be disclosed so that enforcement and compliance are meaningfully strengthened and revenue administration can be augmented. Over time, this should result in greater remittance of tax obligations to the government and fewer revenue losses, which then augurs better for both fiscal planning and performance, while enabling more accurate revenue forecasting and improving overall budgeting.
Economist Keenan Faulkner. All products supplied by Petrojam will see increases tomorrow as the entity said global fuel prices continue to experience significant volatility and upward pressure, driven primarily by escalating tensions in the Middle East. These conditions have triggered further upward movements in the United States Gulf Coast reference prices for this week. In a release today, Petrojam said the price increases for transport fuels were up to $20.30 per liter. However, the refinery said its pricing mechanism mitigated the full impact of these prices on consumers and businesses. Effective tomorrow, 87 and 90 gasoline, automotive diesel oil, ultra-low sulfur diesel, and kerosene will be sold at $4.50 more a liter. A liter of propane LPG and butane LPG will each cost $3.06 more. Retailers and marketing companies will add their respective markups to the prices stated by Petrojam. And global oil prices leapt to nearly $110 a barrel after Iranian media reported an airstrike hitting a facility on the world's largest natural gas field. The Brent crude oil benchmark hit $109.91 a barrel this morning, more than 5% higher than Tuesday's prices. The surge followed reports that Iran's petrochemical complex on the South Persian Gulf field had been hit. The benchmark UK gas price also jumped by 6% to £143. According to the BBC, the situation appears to be worsening.
You're seeing this sharp jump because the situation appears to be worsening. Already for the last few days, we've been talking about the Strait of Hormuz, where about a fifth of the world's oil passes through. But now, with this kind of new shift to kind of encompass economic targets like production, that escalates things, and that's why you're seeing the oil price react this way.
That report from the BBC. 2 males were fatally shot by police in Johnson Hill Farm of Trelawney this morning. They have been identified as Kevin Plummer and Remiah Murray. The incident reportedly occurred at around 6:10 a.m. Police report that the men engaged them in an armed confrontation and were wounded. They died at hospital. A pistol was reportedly seized following the incident. Commissioner of the Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, Hugh Faulkner, told RFM News that the matter is being probed.
The team is seeking to gather ballistics, chemistry and biology material in furtherance of their investigations. The concerned officers will be required to provide statements to Indicom and make themselves available for interview. The Commission is inquiring as to the wearing of body-worn cameras, the presence of eyewitnesses, and any digital footage available. The relevant firearms, including the reportedly recovered firearm, will be retrieved, processed, and packaged for submission to the forensic lab for testing.
Indicom Commissioner Hugh Faulkner. Amid ongoing concerns over police-involved shootings, opposition leader Mark Golding has emphasized the importance of transparency and accountability in law enforcement and has renewed the call for the use of body-worn cameras. He highlighted the issue during his budget debate presentation in Parliament yesterday. According to Mr. Golding, successful policing depends on the trust and support of citizens and the use of body cameras by members of the constabulary, which would help to strengthen public confidence. Mr. Golding urged the Jamaica Constabulary Force to ensure the swift use of the technology.
Few people are comfortable with a very high level of police fatal shootings. Sometimes in circumstances where there are no living witnesses other than the officers involved. Sustained success in law enforcement requires the support and buy-in of the local population. It does. You can't have a sustained program without the support of the local population. And that support will be at risk if there is a feeling that accountability and justice are being sacrificed. And I've experienced this recently in my own constituency. This is why I once again call for the introduction of body-worn cameras, especially on special operations, when many of the controversial fatal shootings take place. The Jamaica Constabulary Force will benefit from the enhanced confidence that it will bring among the population when they are assured that there is accountability on both sides for what happened. And I encourage the police to roll it out quickly.
Opposition leader Mark Golding. In January, the JSF said the deployment of 1,000 body-worn cameras was in an advanced stage and more of the devices were being procured. A 44-year-old contractor is awaiting a court date after being charged with a number of offences arising from an incident in Goshen, St. Elizabeth on Saturday, February 28. Owen Miller of Hard Acres in Goshen has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, unlawful discharge of a firearm in a public place, malicious destruction of property, and simple larceny. Reports from the Black River Police indicate that about 8:40 p.m., Miller and a woman were involved in a dispute, during which he allegedly gained access to her licensed firearm. During the altercation, Miller reportedly pointed the gun at the woman's motor vehicle and discharged several rounds, damaging both the front and rear tires. The matter was reported to the police and the probe was launched. As the investigation progressed, officers made several appeals for Miller to surrender. On Friday, March 13, Miller was handed over to the police by his attorney. He was charged following an interview. 4 fishing boats and brand new engines were handed over to 4 fishers from St. Mary and Portland today in a major drive to invest in the next generation of fisher folk. The initiative is also aimed at boosting the number of fish being sold locally. The handover ceremony was held at the National Fisheries Authority office at the Paggy Preaching Beach in Port Maria, St. Mary. Speaking at the ceremony, Minister of Fisheries Floyd Green said the program was launched last year to provide 20 fishing boats and engines across the country to fisher folk under the age of 45. Approximately $66 million has been allocated towards the program.
Going across the beaches, hearing from the young people, you would have some young people who want to get into fisheries, but they have a challenge. The cost of the equipment is oftentimes prohibitive. So they often go out with their families, their mothers, their fathers who are fisher folk, but they want to do their own thing. And we want them to do their own thing. Because when the elders are gone, we have to keep the industry moving. Already we have distributed 9 of those boats in places like Galleon, Carrotip, Billy's Bay, Gillings Gully, Bluefields, Lances Bay in Hanover, White House in St. James, Salt Marsh in Trelawney, Discovery Bay in St. Anne, and today we're treating with some of the fishers in the east.
According to the minister, 2 of the boats and engines will be distributed to 2 fishers in St. Mary, while the other 2 will go to 2 fishers in Portland. The equipment will also serve to benefit their respective fishing communities. He added that 25% of the boats must go to women to boost female fishers.
So today we will have fishers from Aracabessa and Anoto Bay, Brands Bay, and Hope Bay. The other thing that we have designated is that at least 25% of the boats must go to females because we want to support our female fishers. And sometimes they find it more difficult than our men to get out there, and we're very happy that one of our recipients today falls in that category.
Mr. Green said the distribution of the fishing equipment will go a far way in aiding fishers to focus on the larger species of fish.
This is not just giving a boat or giving a boat sail. Part of what we've done is to try and ensure that we're giving you the tools that you can go further out and can engage in more pelagic fishing. We want you to focus on catching some of the larger species, some of the marlins, the tuna, the mahi-mahi. Why? Because we still import a whole lot of fish. When you go to our hotel sector, they're looking for those types of fish. So we are tying in what we would have done with the training, where we would have trained 300 fishers in longline fishing and using the fads that you heard Minister Montague talk about, the fish aggregating devices, which are devices that when you drop them, they attract the bigger species of fish. So that when you go out there, you are not going out there and wondering where you're going to find your fish today. You're going out to a specific location and the fish is there waiting for you.
Minister of Fisheries Floyd Green. And continuing the news. Restaurant Associates Limited says it will be donating 900 portable cots to communities in Western Jamaica. These supplies will serve as additional resources for emergency shelters and community support programs. 800 of the cots will be distributed to 6 municipal corporations, while 100 will be provided to members and staff as part of the company's wider community and welfare initiative. Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth will receive 200 cots, while Hanover, St. James, Trelawney and St. Anne will each receive 100 cots. The donation is intended to support ongoing social outreach and relief efforts in communities still recovering from Hurricane Melissa. The initiative began recently with the first handover ceremonies in the Trelawney Municipal Corporation and the St. James Municipal Corporation. During the ceremonies, the first 200 cots were presented to Mayor of Falmouth, Colin Gager, and Mayor of Montego Bay, Richard Vernon. Group Chief Executive Officer of RAL and the Lake Group of Companies, Lisa Lake, said the donation reflects the organization's ongoing commitment to supporting the communities in which it operates.
At Restaurant Associates Limited, we believe in showing up for the people we serve, especially when it matters most. That's why, as communities across Western Jamaica continue to recover from Hurricane Melissa, we've stepped in with 900 portable cots for emergency shelters and community support. Because for us, community isn't just a word, it's a commitment.
Group Chief Executive Officer of RAL, Lisa Lake. Meantime, Mayor Gager noted that the cots will assist municipal corporations in providing additional accommodation in emergency shelters and community response efforts, particularly during periods of increased demand.
We are thankful to the company for considering us in this cot donation. We are sure that it will go a long way in the municipal corporation because they will help when we activate our EOC, and they will come in quite handy because sometimes when we do activate, we don't have the proper bedding we have to really make bedding. So getting a cot now is really lifting the standard for us. And of course, it can be used in our shelters, various shelters, because some people might be coming in and they don't have a bed. And so this can be activated through counselors or our disaster coordinator so that these beds do serve its right purpose. And for that, we are more than thankful that the Lake family could have considered us for such donation.
Mayor of Falmouth, Colin Gager. Health authorities in Portland are urging stakeholders to remain vigilant in the fight against leptospirosis and to intensify efforts to keep the rodent population under control. The parish's medical officer of health, Dr. Sharon Lewis, made the statement while disclosing that 4 suspected cases of leptospirosis have been reported since the start of the year.
3 in January and 1 in February. I have not yet received the laboratory results for these. However, for the same period last year, 2 suspected leptospirosis cases were notified, 2 in January and none in February. Those 2 cases returned the IgM positive results and were classified as probable cases. For the leptospirosis to be confirmed, we must get a PCR test result that is positive that checks for the genetic material of the bacteria. The IgM checks for the antibody that is produced by our bodies against the organism.
Dr. Lewis said sustained interventions are needed to prevent a pileup of solid waste at collection sites.
Because rodents, one of the main carriers of the leptospirobacteria, are very resilient creatures. Adult female rodents have between 6 to 12 litters per year, and each litter have between 6 to 12 young rodents. Therefore, one adult female rodent can produce 60 or more rodents each year on average. So I'm reminding all the relevant stakeholders that annual baiting of our townships is an imperative if we are to keep the rodent population under control. There also needs to be sustained intervention to prevent the pile of solid waste at collection sites across the parish. Apart from being unsightly, these piles of solid waste often provide food for rodents and facilitate their growth.
Medical Officer of Health for Portland, Dr. Sharon Lewis. She noted that recent enforcement actions were taken against several food establishments in Portland due to rodent infestations and other breaches of food handling regulations. Dr. Lewis said the owners of the establishments were provided with guidance on effecting corrective measures before being permitted to reopen to the public. Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon is calling for a shift in the Caribbean's approach to technology, emphasizing that the region cannot afford to remain passive in an increasingly digital world. According to Dr. Dixon, the Caribbean is more of a consumer than a producer of technology, particularly in the realm of emerging innovations such as artificial intelligence. She stressed the importance of regional collaboration, noting that working together is essential to advancing in the rapidly changing technological landscape.
The Caribbean cannot afford to be passive. I know these technologies didn't originate here in the Caribbean. The ChatGPTs, the DeepSeeks, the Claudes, the Gemini, they're developed far away from here, but we feel their impact right here. And we don't have a lot of sway over their direction, and so we've been reacting. In Jamaica, we say we want our children to be conversant with artificial intelligence because too often in this region, we've just been consumers of the technology. And if we make them conversant with the technology, then we're doing that in the hopes that they will become producers of the technology, which is really where we need to get to. So we have to navigate these technological waters together as a Caribbean community. We have to ask not only what the technology can do, but how we can use it in increasing the outcomes for our people.
Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon. She was speaking at the Caribbean Examinations Council CXC Regional Educational Conference yesterday. She also emphasized that while technology will undoubtedly continue to evolve, it is crucial not to lose sight of humanity. Remove the tax on water. That was a suggestion from opposition leader Mark Golding as a counter-proposal to the government's tax on sugar-sweetened beverages. In his contribution to the budget debate in Parliament today, Mr. Golding lamented that water costs more than gas. He chastised the government for taxing sweetened drinks, which can only be derived from sales, while claiming that the tax is aimed at reducing sugar consumption.
The tax on sweetened drinks is imposed on the volume of liquid in the container, not on the amount of sugar in the liquid in the container. And therefore, it provides no incentive for beverage manufacturers to reduce sugar content. Furthermore, the mere fact that the government intends to collect this tax, which is how it's funding its budget, shows that it intends for the beverages to be purchased anyway, so as to generate the tax. And they're not seeking to reduce consumption. And I want to just show you. This bottle of water contains 500 milliliters, which is half a liter, and it costs $100 on the street or in a corner shop. 2 of these bottles of water make 1 liter and cost $200. A liter of gas at the pump is $185. Water costs more than gas in Jamaica. If we really want to encourage healthy consumption, then remove the GCT from water and other healthy alternatives so that the people can afford to buy them.
Meantime, the opposition leader has stressed that the People's National Party government would remove barriers and lower costs to support MSMEs and grow the economy. He was making his contribution to the budget debate in Parliament today. He noted that the informal economy is large due to barriers to formalization and compliance.
Jamaica's informal economy has been estimated at 40% of our total economy. This inhibits national development because informality is a restriction on the scope for business expansion. These businesses are often excluded from the financial system and from opportunities to build market share, and it contributes to our weak economic growth. The informal economy, Madam Speaker, the informal economy is large, not because Jamaicans want to be outside the system, but because the barriers to formalization are high and the incentives to do so are unreachable. The cost of compliance when MSMEs seek to formalize, both in terms of fees, in terms of effort, are burdensome. Too many of Jamaica's bureaucratic systems are business unfriendly.
He said a PNP-led government would offer a 3-year tax holiday as part of efforts to build the MSME sector.
Even government programs for MSME support that are announced and funded year after year have failed to have the desired impact. Their design and the requirements imposed fail to take the limited capacity of MSMEs into account. And so we don't have transformation. We don't have transition to a better economy. You must lower these costs and remove these barriers. That's your job. That is what we would be doing. That's what we would be doing. We would offer a 3-year tax holiday for businesses once they formalize their operations. We would provide discounted government registration, permit, and licensing fees for doing business throughout the same period for new businesses coming into the fold. We would be building back better than before and empowering the economy at the base.
Opposition leader Mark Golden. President of the Small Business Association of Jamaica, Garnet Reid, is encouraging entrepreneurs to take advantage of an upcoming public meeting designed to help small firms access government contracts and improve business cash flow. Business owners attending the session will also be able to sign up for a free business assessment from SABJ business consultants to identify operational and compliance gaps that may prevent them from qualifying for government procurement opportunities. The meeting, scheduled for March 26, is being hosted by the SPAJ in collaboration with the Ministry of Finance and Public Service and the Public Procurement Commission. The event is also being staged as part of activities marking World Sustainable Procurement Day and will focus on preparing Jamaican entrepreneurs to compete for public sector contracts. He encouraged small businesses to take advantage of the opportunity.
All SMEs, that's the micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, will be getting a 20% set-aside contract from government. And so we'll be having a meeting at the Exim Bank on Oak Road
on the 26th of this month to train people, that's the SME sector, to train them for them to qualify for this loan. And conduct the training would be the Public Procurement Commission, that's the PPC. So we are taking this opportunity to invite all SME to take advantage of this training and to qualify for a 20% set aside for a government contract.
Mr. Reid further noted that government procurement represents one of the most reliable sources of revenue for small businesses, providing consistent work and predictable payment cycles that can significantly strengthen a company's cash flow. The president outlined that teaching business operators to file their taxes is among the benefits of the meeting.
Oftentimes, SME do not understand the procurement process, and therefore we want people that register with the Register of Company, have a TRN, have an NIS number, and all of those things. They will be trained, and if they don't have these things, they will get them, and they need to know how to file their GCT and have all the necessary paperwork from the tax administration as well. And so the Small Business Association of Jamaica is calling upon all Jamaicans. We will be bringing in people from Montego Bay, from Clarendon, from St. Mary, especially some of the farmers, because farmers are going to be entitled as well, you know.
President of the Small Business Association of Jamaica, Garnet Reid, he further emphasized that participation in government procurement not only expands a company's market, but also strengthens financial stability. Director of Corruption Prosecution at the Integrity Commission, Rooney Florence, has resigned. The Integrity Commission today announced the resignation, which takes effect on March 31. The Commission says it has acknowledged his resignation and is taking the necessary administrative steps to ensure continuity within the Corruption Prosecution Division and the sustained independent execution of its functions. The Commission has expressed sincere appreciation for Mr. Lawrence's dedicated service, leadership, and significant contributions to advancing its mandate. Mr. Lawrence's appointment as Director of Corruption Prosecution was announced last year, October. Prior to that, he acted in the position. That appointment in April triggered objection from two senior government members who cited Mr. Lawrence's purported close friendships with People's National Party General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell. The security forces have retrieved the body of the male teen who was reported missing after the vehicle he was driving plunged into the Rio Cobre in St. Catherine last night. He has been identified as 17-year-old Wanish Darby from Claren Road in Kingston. Two other males who were also involved in the crash were taken to hospital for treatment. Head of the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, Superintendent Lloyd Darby, reported that the teen would have celebrated his 18th birthday today. He said survivors of the incident indicate that the driver swerved to avoid hitting another vehicle while navigating the Bogwa Gorge, causing the truck to collide into a rock before plunging into the river.
On Monday, the 16th of March, 2026, about 11 p.m., a Toyota Hiace bus was being driven along the Bogwa Gorge, heading in a direction towards Spanish Town. It is alleged that a vehicle traveling opposite swerved into its path, causing the driver to swerve to his right, where he first collided into a rock and then plunged into the Rio Cobre River. 3 young men were in this vehicle, a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old passenger, and the driver, who is 17-year-old and should have turned 18 today.
Members of the Jamaica Defence Force, the St. Catherine Police, and community members undertook the search for the teen. Superintendent Darby noted that the teen's body was retrieved around midday.
The body of the driver of the Hiace bus was retrieved from the Rio Cobre River by Jamaica Defence Force divers about midday today. This brings into question a lot of things, parental guidance, because it's alleged that the young man took the vehicle away without the consent or knowledge of his grandmother with whom he lived.
Head of P-Step Superintendent Lloyd Darby. According to data from the Road Safety Unit, 52 people have been killed in 45 road crashes since the start of the year. 5 persons were rushed to hospital after a minibus crashed in the vicinity of Royal Palm between Runway Bay and Brownstown in St. Anne this morning. Police say the minibus reportedly crashed into an embankment. Speaking with RFM News, Operations Officer for the St. Anne Police, Superintendent Dwight Brown, noted that the vehicle developed mechanical issues. He said the driver tried to use the embankment to stop the vehicle when it got out of control and crashed.
There was a single vehicle accident which occurred along a section of the Runaway Bay to Brownstown Main Road, involving a Toyota IS traveling from Brownstown to Orcharius. Information is that the driver reportedly had a mechanical problem with the brake system and decided to use an embankment to stop the vehicle. He lost control when he hit the embankment. The vehicle was extensively damaged. 5 persons are reported injured and transported to the St. Anne's Bay Hospital for treatment.
Operations Officer for the St. Anne Police, Superintendent Dwight Brown. Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon has noted that as the ministry progresses with the use of technology as part of the school curriculum, special needs children are also benefiting from access to technology. She highlighted the Jamaica Learning Assistant, a locally developed AI-powered educational platform designed to provide personalized tutoring to students across Jamaica. Speaking at the Caribbean Examinations Council CXC Regional Education Conference ceremony in Kingston today, Dr. Morris-Dixon underscored that some special needs children are being assisted by programs that assist with reading.
So as we're doing everything that we're doing, we have to be thinking, what about our special needs students? How do we improve our use of technology? For example, our students at our School for the Blind, we're having to include more technology there. For our schools with special needs children, we're having to include more technology. There are many of our children who are special needs who are now using special programs where they can't read, where they can actually read the text using technology, and so they're not left behind. And so the object of everything that we're doing with technology and AI has to be also about inclusion, ensuring that everybody is included in this education project that we have.
She emphasized that though AI poses the risk of deepening exclusion, it can be very valuable to special needs students if the right approach is used.
I can't not speak about special needs children because that is a growing area of concern globally. And artificial intelligence can also be very valuable for special needs students because, again, you can make it much more personalized, accessible, and responsive to individual challenges. Children with disabilities are 2.5 times more likely to not be in school than their peers. And this is from World Bank data. The specially abled face serious headwinds in the education system. And UNESCO has stressed that AI can help to address major education barriers when used ethically and inclusively. And in the same breath, they do, however, warn that these tools must be guided by a rights-based approach so that they do not deepen exclusion.
And continuing, the Education Minister urged caution when using AI, but noted that a lot can be accomplished with its use.
I'm confident because I know and I have seen from our use of AI in Jamaica already that it offers real opportunities. It can do a lot, but throughout it all, we also have to be cautious. AI does not remove the need for judgment. It does not remove the need for standards. It does not remove the need for ethics. In fact, it increases the need for all of those.
Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon. Some Jamaicans walked the streets of Kingston this morning to demonstrate gratitude to Cuban health workers who have served the country. Participants marched in T-shirts bearing both Jamaican and Cuban flags. The government recently announced the discontinuation of a current arrangement for the Cuban-Jamaica Medical Cooperation Program, citing inability to reach agreement on new terms. Cuba has provided 50 years of medical support to Jamaica. Thank you, Cuba, was the message echoed by the participants in the walk of gratitude and appreciation. participants in the Walk of Gratitude and Appreciation for Cuban medical support. A St. Anne couple is to face the court on charges of possession of a prohibited weapon, assault at common law, unlawful wounding, using a firearm to commit a felony, and accessory after the fact. This follows an incident in their community on Saturday, March 14. Charged are 40-year-old Mace Castell Mulan, otherwise called Shine, and 23-year-old Higler Roberta Garrick, both of Exchange Ocherias. Reports from the Ocherias police said at about 9 a.m., a man was sitting outside his friend's house when he was approached by the couple. It's alleged that Mulan pulled a firearm from his waistband and used it to strike the man on his left ear, causing a wound that bled. The couple reportedly fled the area on foot. Police say the wounded man was assisted to hospital where he was treated and released. A report was made to the police. Later that day, both accused reportedly turned themselves in to the police and were arrested and charged based on statements given. Their court date is being finalized. Probation aftercare officers are renewing the call for remote inducement allowance, citing the dangerous conditions they often face while working in communities across the island. Acting Director of Probation Aftercare Robert Taylor made the appeal during the opening of the newly renovated probation office in Montego Bay, St. James. Mr. Taylor said probation officers regularly operate in volatile communities as they supervise offenders and support rehabilitation programs.
Officers attached to the St. James Probation Office can readily attest to the realities of working in volatile communities such as Flunkers, Canterbury, Rosite, Railway Lane, Granville, Hart Street, Norwood, Salt Spring, Mount Salem, and the list continues, as well as remote areas such as Catadupa, Stonehenge, Maroon Town, Moko. Yes, Moko is here in St. James, and Garland. These are communities where officers must travel regularly, supervise clients, support families, and work with stakeholders to promote safer and more stable communities.
He is urging the government to support the request.
While the financial compensation would certainly be welcome, what is perhaps even more significant is the recognition that this dedicated group of public servants who faithfully serve in difficult and demanding conditions deserves to benefit from the remote inducement allowance, for which other eligible groups are still in receipt.
Acting Director of Probation Aftercare Robert Taylor. Probation aftercare officers serve as crucial court officers within the Department of Correctional Services, acting as a bridge between the justice system and the community to foster rehabilitation, public safety, and reintegration. They are responsible for supervising offenders in the community, monitoring sex offenders, and preparing critical reports for judicial and parole bodies.